Hello everyone, welcome to you all. As you know, we are continuing with the same topic, that is instruction set of 8085 microprocessor. We know that the instructions of 8085 microprocessor can be classified into 5 groups, starting from data transfer or data copy operations, second one arithmetic operation, third one logical operation, fourth one branching operation, and the last one, that is machine control operation. In the previous video, we have tried to explain about all those instructions that can perform data transfer or actually data copy operation. The second one is arithmetic operation, or the instructions which can be used to perform arithmetic operations. So that is the topic of today's video. Let's get into the topic directly. So in case of 8085 microprocessor, arithmetic instructions means here we have all those instructions that can perform mainly these 4 type of operations, that is addition, subtraction, increment and decrement operation. We have to remember that by using 8085 microprocessor, we directly cannot perform division and multiplication because we don't have any instruction available in the instruction set of 8085 by which we can directly perform division and multiplication. But yes, with a certain logic, certain approach, we definitely can perform division and multiplication, but directly we don't have any instruction available in 8085 by which we can perform multiplication and division. Now we will try to explain all these 4 gradually, starting from addition. So to perform addition between 2 registers or register and memory and register with immediate data means, if I talk about addition, I can perform 3 type of operation here also. What is that? Addition between registers, between register and memory, and by using immediate data. Similarly, the 3 types of operation, these 3 kind of operation we will be able to perform in case of subtraction also. Now try to understand what is the meaning of this one. Between registers means here we are considering all those instructions which can perform addition between 2 registers. For example, I can perform this one, A plus B, that is the addition between 2 registers A plus B, or I can perform this one, maybe B plus C, maybe A plus C. So all of these are example of addition of 2 registers, mean addition of the content of 2 registers. So how to perform this one? The syntax of this one is add, give a space, then write down a register, that is R, add space R. So what can be the representation of R here? R means all the registers starting from A, B, C, D, E, H, L, all of them. So add R means we are talking about addition between 2 registers. One of them is definitely this one R, but what is the other register here? So we need to remember when we are writing this one adder, that means we want to perform this one, A plus B. Adder means addition between A plus B. Why I am writing B? Suppose I have taken add B. I have written add B. If I write down add B means it will perform A plus B. Now in this case we need to remember, in case of addition, accumulator has been taken implicitly or taken for granted. You can understand in this way also. Now why I am saying this one? Because we need to remember that all the arithmetic and logical operations are performed within accumulator itself, because accumulator is the part of ALU, arithmetic logical unit of 8085. So adder means, this is the mnemonics, as you know, if I break I will get an opcode and an operand. So you might be thinking the operand is R itself, but here actually operand is A plus R. The operand is A plus R. That means for every example, if I write down this one, add C, if I write down add A, if I write down add H, whatever I write down, what I actually want to perform, this means I want to perform this one, A plus C. Add A means I want to perform A plus A. Add H means I want to perform A plus H. So everywhere, along with this operand that we have mentioned by the instruction itself, accumulator is used within the instruction as a implicit one. So in all these cases, A is common, and the another operand or the register that we want to add with accumulator is present here. Hopefully you can understand this one. So that is the example of addition between two registers. Now addition between register and memory. So here register and memory means, what I want to say, it basically A plus M. I cannot perform this one, B plus M directly, not possible. C plus M directly, not possible. Because as I have said already, out of the two operand, A will be always there, accumulator will be always there. It's an implicit operand. So addition between register and memory means we want to perform addition between accumulator and memory. Clear? So take the example of this one. How to represent the syntax of this type of instruction, that is add space M. What does it mean? I want to actually perform this one, A plus M. What does it mean? It means I want to add the content of accumulator with the content of memory register. Now from the previous video, if you have seen, we know that whenever M is present as an operand, then obvious question arises, out of this all 65,536 memory registers, which particular memory register I want to access here? And that answer is given by the content of HL register pairs always. So here also, whenever I want to perform add M, that means I want to perform A plus M means the content of the memory location denoted by HL register pair. So assume this is the programming model. I have said always that programming model is always important. That is A, this is F, this is B, C, D, E, H and L. Assume A contains a value, that is suppose 20 hex, and the content of HL here is maybe 20 hex, 00 hex. So at this condition, I want to execute add M. Then what will happen? It means as I have written, A plus M. What is the value of A? A holds the value, that is 20 hex. What is the value that M holds here? Then we need to look into the condition of HL register pair. Now HL register pair as a whole contains this value 2000 hex. Remember, this 20 can be data, this 00 is basically data, but as a whole they are representing a 16-bit data, that is 2000 hex. This 16-bit data will be treated as an address, and from this address whatever data is available will be added with the accumulator. So assume this address contains a data maybe 30 hex. Assume that. Then here M means it will directly get this value, that is 30 hex, and if we perform the addition, the value will be 50 hex. So in this way we can perform the addition between the content of accumulator and the content of memory whose location is denoted by HL register pair only. Now the third one, addition with immediate data. So that means if we want to perform or if we want to add our any desired 8-bit number with the content of accumulator, then we are basically talking about this one. So let's try to get the example here first. The typical syntax is ADI space 8-bit data, ADI space 8-bit data. So take an example. The example can be this one, ADI space, suppose 8-bit data is 04 hex. So by writing this one, what I actually want to perform, this means I want to perform A plus 04 hex, means this data which is available here within the instruction itself is basically called immediate data, and this immediate data is getting added with the content of accumulator, and in all these cases after performing addition the result will be always available within accumulator. Clear? Now from the previous example that I have wiped out right now, there I have said the content of accumulator is 20. So if I perform this one, then what actually you are performing, the content of accumulator is 20 hex, the immediate data is 04 hex, so the result will be 24 hex, and this result will be available within accumulator. The result will be available within accumulator itself. Hopefully this is understandable. And from the previous video you should remember I have said if within any opcode I is there, it basically represents immediate data, and that immediate data should be available within the instruction, right? And in that case one exception is there. Exception is that I should not be the starting letter of the opcode. If I is the starting letter of any opcode, then I definitely does not represent immediate data, but except starting letter, if anywhere if we get I, it represents immediate data. So the topic I have already explained, I am repeating it once again. So that's all about addition. We have another example, another special instruction we have for addition we can mention here, that is DAD. DAD. How to write down? DAD space then register pair RP. What does it mean? It means the addition of the content of register pair with HL register pair. Once again we need to remember here, RP means, or this instruction means, what I want to perform? A plus RP. No, it will be wrong. That's an exceptional instruction here. This means the content of HL register pair plus the content of RP. So here RP means it can be BC register pair, it can be DE register pair, it can be HL register pair, and it can be stack pointer also. In a separate video we will try to understand about stack pointer. As you know, it's a 16-bit register that points to a special type of memory that is called stack. So let's remove about this one. Don't think about stack pointer right now. We might not be able to understand the concept of stack pointer right now. So here I am repeating it once again. When I am writing DAD space register pair, that means I want to perform this one, addition between the content of HL register pair with this register pair, which can be anyone. It can be B, it can be D, it can be H itself. So the example can be this one. If I write down DAD, suppose H, then what I want to perform? I want to perform basically HL plus HL, and the result will be 16-bit. The result will be 16-bit. So remember, as we are talking about 16-bit addition, so probably that is why accumulator is not considered here as an implicit operand, because we know the size or the length of the accumulator is 8-bit. It cannot handle 16-bit numbers, and this instruction is very useful when we are talking about 16-bit addition. Clear? So that's all about addition. Then we have some other instruction also, add with carry. This kind of instruction is there, that is very basic. We can see them also. So in this video we are talking about all those basic instructions which are commonly used in most of the programs, but that is not the all instruction. So if I want to cover all the instructions, then the video will be quite lengthy. The second one is subtraction. So once again, subtraction can be of 3 different types, that is between registers, between register and memory, and subtraction with immediate data. So start with the first one, that is between registers. So how to write down? The syntax is sub space the register R. What does it mean actually? It means I want to perform this one. I want to perform this one, A minus R. Remember, this one does not represent this one, R minus A. No, that is wrong. Sub R means we want to subtract the content of R register from the content of accumulator. So that is why sub R means A minus R, not R minus A. So take an example here. The example here, it can be suppose sub C. That means I want to perform this one, A minus C. Now here one interesting thing is that how to perform the subtraction actually. Try to understand with an example, real life example. Suppose this one, I want to perform this one. So assume this is the programming model of 8085 that we know. This is accumulator, this is B, this is C. So assume that accumulator is holding this value 40 hex. Register C is holding this value 37 hex. In this condition I have written sub C. That means what will be performing here, or what we want to perform here. That means I want to perform this one, 40 hex minus 37 hex. Now the question is how it is done here actually. For that we need to remember the value which we want to subtract from the content of accumulator has to be converted into 2's complement. I am repeating it once again. The value that we want to subtract from the content of accumulator has to be in the form of 2's complement. So which one I want to subtract? I want to subtract the content of the register C. So C here is containing 37. So I need to take 2's complement. 2's complement of who? 2's complement of this one. So 2's complement of C means 2's complement of 37 hex for this particular example. Now try to understand how this subtraction operation actually performed. So first we need to take 2's complement of 37. So how to do that one? First break 37 hex into binary number. 37 hex means 0011, 7 means 0111. That is the binary number. First we need to take 1's complement of this one. This is 1's complement. 1's complement means zeros will be 1 and 1's will be 0. So the 1's complement of this one is 1100 1 0 0. If we add 1 with the 1's complement, then we get basically 2's complement. 2's complement. So if we perform the addition, this one, then the result is 1 1 0 0 1 0 0 1. So that is the 2's complement of 37x. Then we need to perform addition between this one and the content of accumulator, that is this one. The content of accumulator is 40hex. 40hex in binary means 0 1 0 0 0 0 0 0. That is the binary value of 40hex. Then the 2's complement of 37hex is this one, 1 1 0 0 1 0 0 1. So after getting the 2's complement of that value which I want to subtract from the content of accumulator should be added. We need to perform addition here. So what is the value here? 1 0 0, then this is 1, this is 0 0, 1 1 is equal to 0, 1 is carry, that 1 will be added here. So 1 1 is once again 0 and the carry flag will be 1. Remember this one. Here the carry flag is 1 and the result is this one. So if I convert this value into hexadecimal, then what is the value? This is 0, this is 0, 1 0 0 is 8, 1 0 1 is 9. So 0 9 hex. So that means 40 hex minus 37 hex is the value, that is 0 9 hex. And after performing this addition, the instruction will perform another thing, that is it will complement the carry also. So complementing carry, the carry becomes 0. So what is the result you are getting? You will find carry is 0 and the result is 0 9 hex. So you might be thinking 40 hex minus 37 hex, why the result is 0 9? Why not 3? Because it's a hexadecimal value, not the decimal value. In hexadecimal value, try to understand what are the values available starting from 37 to 40 hex. What are the values? I am writing here 37 hex, next value is 38, next is 39, next one 40, no, next one is 3a hex, then 3b hex, then 3c hex, then 3d hex, then 3e hex, then 3f hex. After that I will get 40 hex. So you can count how many numbers are there. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So that is why the result is 0 9. So that is the procedure to perform subtraction by using 8085. Now after subtraction, if we find carry becomes 1, carry flag becomes 1, that means the result you are getting here is a negative value. So you can check that one. If we perform the reverse one, that is 37 hex minus 40 hex, then what will be the result? The result will be totally different and the carry flag will be 1. You can check it by yourself. Okay, so that is the subtraction between registers. Another one, or the next one, that is subtraction between register, means the content of accumulator, with the memory. So how to write down this one? The general syntax is this one, sub space m. So if I write down this one, that means I want to perform a minus m. So once again, what is m? M is the content of the memory register of which location? The location will be denoted by HL register pair. So the content of the HL register pair will be once again treated as a memory address. From that memory address, whatever 8-bit data we will get will be directly subtracted from the content of accumulator. I'm repeating it once again. Sub m means I want to perform a minus m. The question is, what is the value of m here? The answer will be given by the content of HL register pair. The content of the HL register pair is basically data, but the data will be treated as an 16-bit address. From the address, whatever 8-bit data will be available, that 8-bit data will be directly subtracted from the content of accumulator, and the result will be available in accumulator, right? Now the next one is subtraction with or by immediate data, that is SUI space 8-bit data. Take an example, SUI 04 hex. That means what I want to perform? I want to perform this one, content of accumulator minus 04 hex, and the result will be available in accumulator. Clear? I stands for immediate data. Hopefully this is known to us. So that's all about subtraction and addition. The next one is increment operation. For increment operation, the general syntax is INR space R. What does it mean? It means we want to perform the increment operation of this register R. And what will be the result? Result is the content of this register R will be incremented by 1. Okay, one interesting thing here, I have always said, for take an example, the previous one is SUI 8-bit data. So finally we come to that kind of example. So I have said I represent immediate data, but I also have said that if I is the starting letter of any opcode, then definitely I does not represent immediate data. So here you can find I is present, but it is at the beginning position. So this I does not represent immediate data, but these I represent immediate data. Hopefully you can understand. Okay, so now INR means the value of R will be incremented by 1. So we can write down, for an example, you can write down this one, INR, suppose A, that means the content of the accumulator will be incremented by 1. Suppose the content of accumulator is 02 hex. In this condition we have executed INRA, then what will be the value? The value will be 03 hex. So you might be thinking that incrementing a register means I want to perform this one, the previous value will be added with 01 hex. In this case also I will get the value 03 hex, but are this same? The result might be appearing same here, but both the operation is not same. Increment does not mean we are talking about adding the value with 1. No. So to make this difference, though the result is same, but to make a difference we need to remember addition can affect carry flag. This can affect carry flag, but increment operation does not affect carry flag. It does not affect carry flag. So for an example, suppose the content of accumulator is FFX. If I perform this one, increment A, then what will be the result? The result will be 00 hex. I don't know whether you can understand it. If not, then let me explain. FFX means 11111111. If they got incremented by 1, then the value becomes 00000000. that is for increment. The value will be this one, 0 0 hex. But if I add FFA plus 01 hex, then what will be the result? Sorry, the result will be once again 00 hex, but carry flag will be set. Carry flag will be 1, because if we perform this one, the result will be 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 and 1 will be here. That extra 1 is this carry flag. So remember, in case of increment operation, the operation does not affect the carry flag, but in case of addition, the result can affect carry flag. That is the difference between them. Okay. INR R. Similarly, I can write down INR M also. I can write down INR M also. INR M. That means the content of the memory denoted by HL register pair will be incremented by 1. I am repeating it once again. INR M means the content of memory will be incremented by 1. Now, extremely sorry for the interruption. So we are talking about INR M. INR M means, I have said, the content of the memory denoted by HL register pair will be incremented by 1. Means the content of a particular memory will be incremented by 1, and that particular memory register will be denoted by HL register pair. For this, for several times I have said that one, whenever M is available as an operand, then corresponding memory location will be given by HL register pair only. Okay. Then the next one is increment register pair. Sorry, increment register pair, that is INX RP. So once again you should remember, I have said if the opcode contains X, that means the operand will be register pair. That is another example, INX RP. So here RP can be anyone. It can be B register pair, C register pair. Sorry, C is not a register pair. BC register means B register pair, then D register pair, then H register pair. So the typical example can be like this one, INX, suppose H. That means the content of HL register pair will be incremented by 1. The content of HL register pair will be incremented by 1. So take an example here. Suppose from the programming model, so this is D, this is E, this is H, and this is L. H contains 20 hex, L contains maybe 00 hex. So at this condition, if I write down INX H, then what will be the value? The value will be simply from 00 hex to L will be incremented by 1, and the value will be 01 hex. That means the previous value was 2000 hex and the present value is 2001 hex. So incrementing a register pair means basically you are incrementing the content of this side's registers, means C, E and L. I am repeating it once again. What happens here? Incrementing HL register pair means actually you are incrementing the value of L only. Remember, it cannot increment the value of H. So INX H is basically equivalent to INRL. Hopefully you can understand. INX H and INRL both will give us the same result. Okay. So that is all about increment operation. Now the next one is decrement operation. That is the last topic of today's discussion. Decrement. So this is increment. The decrement one is DCR space R. Means we want to decrease the value of this register R by 1. So once again, decrementing the value by 1 does not represent subtracting 1 from the value of R. Both are not same, because in this case also the carry flag will come into picture. In case of decrement operation, the carry flag means borrow flag will not be affected, but in case of subtraction, the carry flag, which is called as borrow flag in case of subtraction, will be affected. So take an example here, DCRR, that is DCRC, suppose DCRC. So that this particular instruction is very useful for most of the programs where we need to implement loop, because C can be used as a counter. So DCRC means we are basically decrementing the value of the counter. Okay, that's a different story. For here, remember DCRC means we want to decrement the value of C by 1. We want to decrement the value of C by 1. Similarly, we can perform decrement the value of a register pair also, that is called DCXRP. So when I have said DCXRP, means RP stands for either it can be B, it can be D, or it can be H. So the typical example can be this one, DCXB. That means the content of BC register pair will be decremented by 1. So you should understand, or maybe you can understand right now, DCXB and DCRC both will give us the same value. Just like INX, for this example, INXH and INRL are the same value, because you are decrementing the register pair, means this is the register pair, assume this is the register pair BC. You are decrementing BC means finally you are decrementing the value of C only. You cannot decrement value B when you are using B as a register pair. Means if I write down DCRB, that means value of B will be decremented by 1. But when I am writing DCXB, then value of BC register pair means actually the 8-bit value of C register only decremented by 1. Okay, so both are not same, but this one is same. DCXB equivalent to DCRC in terms of result. So that is all for today's discussion. Here we have explained some basic instructions that can perform addition, subtraction, increment and decrement operation. Remember, as I have said, though I have mentioned the example of DAD instruction, but in case of addition, in case of subtraction, some more instructions are there, which includes carry. So if time permits, then we will try to create another video where we will talk about those instructions which we have not mentioned here. Okay, so thanks for watching. Thank you.